Matthew Sanders says Deebo gets too many targets this year. Productivity isn't there. The offense ran better without him because he's not the same as last year. That's an interesting thing. Let's look at the numbers. So when he's targeted this year, oh my God. I got a stat for I didn't even notice this. When he's targeted this year, the quarterback rating for the Niners is 70. 70. Why? Because they've been picked off 3 times when they've been throwing to Deebo, and he's only caught what's his catch percentage? His drop percentage is 13, which is a career high, and his catch percentage is 59, which is a career low. Only 2 receiving touchdowns, and then as a rusher, he's averaging 5.8 yards per carry, but with Jimmy on the field, he's averaging like 3 yards a carry. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. What Matthew says here is fair. The Niners we're forcing the ball to Deebo as if he were last year Deebo when he's this year Deebo. And he needs to take a back seat because Ayuk and Christian McCaffrey might be better than him right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's possible maybe he breaks out later on in the season, but I'm wondering if there's any buyer's remorse on Deebo. You know?
Yeah, I mean, maybe the worst investment was Deebo, not McCaffrey. I have no idea. We'll have to see who's hurt now? Not McCaffrey. Deebo.
Well, yeah, I mean, McCaffrey's making 600 this year and then 12 next year. And what's Deebo making? 25? So based on production, I mean, it's not even a debate based on production.
What's funny is what the Niners can do is they can show this game to Deebo and be like, look, man, we just scored 31 points without you. You need to fit in with us now. And you got to accept whatever role we're going to give you. Because I'm sure he's not a bad player, but they were overusing him, forcing him the ball when people like Ayuk and McCaffrey seem to be the guys in the best shape and condition on the offense right now. Those two.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm just an unbiased observer, I'm not getting rid of Ayuk. I'm getting rid of Deebo before Ayuk and CMC.
Too late. That's the thing with the Niners, man. They gave out these contracts, and all of a sudden, a player goes from the biggest bargain in the league, Deebo and Kittle, to being like, I would have taken him last year. This year, I don't know.
And that's why I always say, fans don't like it, but I always say, avoid giving people money until you absolutely
have to. The Niners are always so like, hey, we want to take care of you. We're a family. No, you're not a family. You're not a family. Your business. Callie Tremor says, sample size too small to say Super Bowl contender. Reevaluate after the Bucs game and go from there. Next topic. Not too early to say Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Halloween, though. It literally is Halloween. I should have said that.
Yeah. Happy Halloween, guys.
Yeah. Matthew Sanders says, before we trade BA, can we give him a full year with Trey Lance? Hey, we're not trying to trade BA. We're trying to keep him. In fact, we're trying to trade Deebo and Kittle. Sean. Front office can pick up BA 5th-year option, then franchise tag him, then pay him. And that's exactly what you just said. Like, even with BA, as much as we like him, make him prove it. Yep. I mean, he's already gotten like a $15 million signing bonus. He's not hurt. Like, make him prove it before you give him a second contract, because not many of the Niners' second contracts have panned out. Maybe 15% of them the last 5 years.
That goes with everybody. If I'm a GM, if you're in contract, you're in contract, and we're going to wait until the end of that time until I absolutely have to pay you, and then I'll decide if I really want to or not.
It's a violent sport. It seems like human nature takes away a little bit of your desire to whatever it is. It seems like before you get the bag, after they get the bag, there's a difference. And there's freaking turf fields, which is disgusting. It doesn't feel like careers are getting longer, is what I'm trying to say. Bigger, faster, stronger, shorter training periods, turf fields. You really going to bank on that guy having a career until his 30s? You really going to do that? Or are you going to dip back into the draft? I don't know.
Yeah. And from a player's perspective, get your money, man. Good for you. But if I'm the GM, I got the whole different mentality. Yeah.
Keith Murphy says, good thing is we have 2 more years of Ayuk. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brandon, thank you. Keith Murphy, I'm pretty confident at some point we may have to choose between Deebo and Ayuk. I'm leaning towards Ayuk to keep. Thoughts. Yeah, these are from like 15 minutes ago. Yes, we're thinking the same thing. I mean, Deebo Samuel, as great as he was last year, he also had concerns. Bosa has concerns. But Deebo's concerns were he's a little overweight sometimes. Sometimes he can push it 5, 10. He's like, He was in the same draft as DK Metcalf and AJ Brown. Those guys are all in the same tier, but you never question AJ Brown or DK Metcalf's fitness. Those guys are the two most cut up wide receivers in the league. Deebo's the dude with t-shirt on in the shallow end of the pool. Just saying. Like Deebo, it's like you're too good to be the guy who's got like a little extra gristle, like 5 pounds too much. Like, and that's him. That's him. And I wonder what. Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't want to get too much into it, but it's a bad look at 26. He's too good for this.
That's quality control. I hope Deebo's watching today.
I'm not trying to shame him. I'm just trying to
motivation.
Yeah. He's like, it's just like in Mean Girls. He just needs to lose 5 pounds. It's just 5 pounds. That's it. Lucas says we need to get rid of Mike M and Jimmy G next year. What are your thoughts on Jennings? Kyle needs to realize that he needs to split touches with running backs. Please get rid of Mike McGlinchey yesterday. Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't think he wants to be here either. Jennings is cool. I mean, he's like making $400,000 a year. He's a good player.
Yeah, Jennings. He is what he is. He's
dirty work type player,
receiver. Yeah.
Gonna get hurt, plays hard, don't want to pay him a ton, but good player.
Yeah.
Bunless hot dog. He's like Kendrick Bourne, and the Patriots paid for Kendrick Bourne. Mistake. They already regret it, and the Niners are like, yeah, we just got the next Kendrick Bourne, except he's probably better than Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, I like Jawan Jennings, but I don't think he's irreplaceable, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with Tay Martin. There's something about that guy. I'd like to see a year or two down the line, see what he can become.
House of Jello says,
he might replace him.
All right. Yeah, they're very similar like athletes in terms of how they measure up. House of Jello says, yeah, McCaffrey had a receiving TD, running TD, throwing TD, which is cool and all until he gets hurt. He also had a fumble, and Ray McCloud recovered. That was one of the plays of the game. I'm not trying to crush McCaffrey because he made up for it with all the plays he made, but that was a huge play that Ray made, jumping on that fumble. He gets credit. He had a good game. Except for the other thing.
I mean, if I'm being honest, Ray was just kind of sitting there and just fell in his lap. So,
but he got lucky. He got lucky. But the whole thing was very lucky. Zach says Kyle was playing with the Rams and their high-priced defense like a cat dragging cheese in front of a mouse. Give him an extension now. Wow.
Kyle was playing with the Rams. What? Give him an extension.
Zachary.
Come on, Zach.
Zachary. Come on, man. Come on, man.
What?
I appreciate you, but come on, dog. You can't be serious, man. He's done this to the Rams before.
He's joking. He's got to be joking.
Got to be. Yeah, I think he's joking. I think I didn't pick up on the sarcasm there. Niner Matt says, could you guys see the Niners potentially trying to move Jimmy Ward before the deadline tomorrow? He's unhappy being used in the slot, and he is a free agent after this year. I don't think the Niners are going to downgrade at a position to make Jimmy Ward happy. I think you heard how D'Amico Ryans talked about it. I think their attitude is, we're going to use him the way we want to use him, and that's just the way it is. I think that's the way it's going to happen.
And he's a captain. He's been here longer than any player on the team, I'm pretty sure, right? And that would be very demoralizing for the locker room if they traded Jimmy Ward.
And just because he's made it pretty clear that he'd rather play safety than nickel, it doesn't mean he's not going to play nickel. It doesn't mean he's going to go out there and sandbag us. That's not what's happening. Was there something on television that showed him being upset that I missed? Or is it just what he said in the locker room?
I think it's just what he said in the locker room. I think fans are upset.
Forget it.
Yeah, I mean, Gibson's not playing bad, so I understand the hesitancy, but, I don't know. That whole thing's kind of confusing for me. Because I was thinking about that the whole time as I was watching Gibson. I'm like, this dude's doing pretty good, so what are you going to do when Ward gets back? If you move Gibson to the bench, that's a quality player on the bench. So I think they're just trying to play their best players. I don't know.
Kalba says that the Broncos are shopping Chubb. Do you think they'd listen to offers for DJ Jones? They just signed DJ Jones. I doubt Armstead or Kinlaw will return this year. His salary for this year is league minimum. No. I don't think they would trade DJ Jones 2 months after playing for the first time.
Shopping Chubb, listen to offers for DJ Jones. No.
I don't think so. Sorry, man. I don't think so. Brandon Pinn says you need to spot what?
Stop shooting on pros' names.
You wonder why so many chats and players poop on your name. Watch you, but I'm not a fan. Here's 5. Okay. Okay, thanks. I'll definitely take your advice for that one. Appreciate you. Keneal says, some talk shows were talking about bringing OBJ on, but I doubt it happens. Think Kyle's very happy with Juwan as wide receiver 3. Yeah, let's get another guy in here who has an ego who needs like 7 targets a game. I think that'd be perfect for this team.
Yeah, they have enough weapons, I think.
Yeah, they don't have enough targets and balls to go around. This is a run-first team.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah. Flav says, heard after that they're renaming SoFi to Jimmy G Stadium. Guy was dropping dimes all over the place. Thank God he's here, right, fellas? Oh my God, dude. Can he be someone other than the Panthers and the Rams before we do this, Flav, today? Please. Do we have to? I mean, Andy Dalton won yesterday too, okay? Can we stop? Flav.
Thank God I think I'd rather have Geno Smith here, Flav.
Keith Murphy says, congrats to Deebo for getting his money, but that 2021 year he had won't be duplicated, and he's not a great receiver. He'll never get that big a payday again. Yeah. And I bet you the Niners already regret it. C. Turley says, I missed your reply because my flight Wi-Fi sucked. Touchdown in SMF. I am SMH at McSack. He needs to be benched, doesn't he? Yeah, we would say put Brunskill at right tackle. He's played lots of games at tackle for the 49ers. Did it in 2019. They were pretty good.